Good morning. It's the Call Flow Radio Show, and you're on the air.
Well, you can be if you give us a call, 434-394-0924. That is the number for the Call Flow Radio Show. Good morning, everyone. It's your Wednesday, April the 2nd. I'm Chris Wood, and with me is Noah Massage. Good morning, Noah.
Good morning, Chris. How you doing today?
Got a little frog. I'm going to start calling my frog Kermit.
Okay.
Okay, so
Sure.
Kermit has to exit. Eventually, he
Totally,
will. But
totally
anyway,
understand.
It's all the pollen and stuff. like that.
I know. I've been taking
outside and
popping allergy pills like no tomorrow. I took one this morning. Took one last night because I couldn't breathe out of my left nostril, which is annoying. You know when your nostrils is like blocked and you're trying to sleep and you're like laying down.
Oh yeah,
feel
and
like
then you're going, and then you know what you're going.
I know, terrible.
Yeah, snoring away.
I almost feel like Katie like hit me a couple of times in my sleep, but I can't prove it. Because I woke up several times and I was like startled.
Oh.
And she was conveniently on, looking the other way. So I don't know, but I do have a feeling like I'm snoring pretty heavily.
Okay. That's okay.
I actually, I'll tell you what, Chris, last night I went for a midnight run.
You did?
I know, even with all the pollen in the air, because I took an allergy pill and I heard, I was reading and I heard that like a midnight run could help you fall asleep quicker and stay asleep longer. So I decided to try that out. I was running all over Farmville at like 9 o'clock in the evening. I was like, yeah, this is a good time, better than any. And it was nice. I will say it was very nice. It was cool outside. A couple of people walking outside. It was just like a nice evening,
Yeah, well,
I ran about like a mile, I want to say. But,
did you?
Yeah.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, and I slept
Good for you.
okay,
You
other
slept
than
okay?
waking up randomly a few times.
A few times. Okay. All right. We've got a caller. Good morning. You're on the Call Flow Show.
And so are you, my dear.
Well, hello there.
And so's Noah, okay?
That's right.
Hey, I have a question for you.
Okay.
What size shirt do psychics wear?
Medium.
Yeah.
You're right. Medium, yeah.
I just had a feeling,
Noah.
yeah. I had a feeling.
Oh, how about that?
Yep.
All right, Noah.
All right.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
But I heard about a fellow who'd been ditched by his girlfriend, and he disliked for a long time. He disliked all females, and he said that the ladies were so ugly. If you ran a quail through the room, they'd all point. Isn't that horrible?
That's pretty bad, Henry.
That's pretty bad. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm glad. The laughter is food for my soul. I'm telling you, and I say that seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one guy that felt so low, he had to climb a ladder in order to scratch his behind.
He felt so low, he had to use a ladder to scratch.
He had to climb up on a ladder to scratch his behind.
That's pretty low.
That's pretty low.
That's
yeah.
pretty low.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's the same guy that put a microphone in his shoe so he could hear soul music.
That's really corny, Henry.
Yeah, that's terrible. That is terrible. But, he was such a crank, he could start his car without a key.
Ah. Now
Yeah,
you're talking. Now you're talking.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, one thing about it, though, his nose was very healthy, simply because it ran every day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah, my
kept
mother
it in
always said,
shape.
Chris, your nose is running. You better go catch it.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I think I blew it.
Okay.
But
All right.
anyway, you heard about the frog that lived several days. I mean years. The frog lived several years, but then it croaked.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I've got one in my throat that I want to croak.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want it to croak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard out on the horse farm, even the biscuits were all purebred. Oh, well.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
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 I try to remember
then
some of
there
these
was-
one-liners you do, and they're just all really, really good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Then there was the stallion who divorced his mare because she was such a nag.
Okay.
But anyway,
Yeah.
I'll do a little before they kick the transmitter off. I'll do something a little serious here. And by the way, I'm asking everybody to be in prayer for my right knee.
Oh dear.
I was going through some old yellow tablets yesterday, and for about 3 hours I sat in the same position
Uh-oh.
going through them anyway, and I didn't know it till last night. My right knee was very painful, so that's my main knee.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
You know, the polio had hit the left knee, the left side of my body, especially. But anyway, so if everybody don't say wait and I'll pray tonight, don't wait that long. You know.
Of course.
Yeah. But yeah, a couple of times the Lord had me speak a word about a couple of patients to Dr. Godfrey. And one day on the elevator at Southside Hospital, Dr. Godfrey asked me if my God knew anything about the stock market. And I said, yes, he owns it. Okay, my mama went to see a doctor in Appomattox because she was hemorrhaging. They sent her to Dr. Godfrey to test her colon. I asked God to show me that she was all right. And the Holy Spirit said, open the book. I did, and the scripture jumped up at me. It was Isaiah chapter 51 and verse 3. So I called Mama back and told her she no longer would hemorrhage. But my voice said to her, you're healed, and now you'll be able to eat all those things you could never eat. Seeds will no longer bother you, but you're healed now. But tomorrow your body will pass something. The next day, a glob passed from her body. And so the next day, Dr. Godfrey checked her colon, but my voice told him, you're going to find where something was but not is. He came back after the test and said, you're right. I said, no, I'm not right. But if you hold up a sign, I can read it. So I gave him a picture of Isaiah 51 verse 3, and he put it in her file. And I had one. Could I do one more thing concerning Dr. Godfrey?
Sure. Go ahead.
All right. I was visiting the hospital one night, and I got out of my car, and somebody called my name. I looked around in the dark, and I saw someone waving to me to come over to them, so I went. It was Dr. Godfrey, and he told me that he had just resigned from Southside Hospital because new owners wanted to take his multi-million-dollar practice that he had built up, and in place of that, they'd pay him a salary. And he said, I have no clue where I'll go, and I ask you if you would pray for me. So there in the parking lot, we prayed, and a week later, he joined the staff of one of the biggest hospitals in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So the Lord took care of it.
Yes.
and you can see how that he went from a skeptic to a believer.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you all for putting up with me.
It's all right, Henry.
Thank you. And remember now, my number is 414-0096.
Okay, and I hope that your knee gets better.
Thank you very much.
All right, take care.
All right. God bless.
God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right.
The one and only Henry Fulcher calling
Yep.
in.
Yep.
Dr. Godfrey.
Dr. Godfrey, I remember him.
That's a great name, by the way. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One of my best friends bought his house.
Oh.
And it has a swimming pool in the back and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And she was one of my tennis buddies. She also worked at WFLO.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Betty Robb.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Betty Robb Breen. Mm-hmm. Her husband was the tennis coach for Hampton-Sydney. Or was it Longwood? Can't remember. I think it was Longwood. Yeah.
Interesting.
And yeah, Pat Breen. So
Sounds like
they live up
brick. Is it
in
like a brick
Delaware
house or?
no, I think it was a cedar-sided type house. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
those are nice. Yeah.
Very, very nice house. Anyway, so it's 19 minutes after 8 o'clock. We have open lines again at 434-394-0924. And let's see here.
By the way, I forgot to mention this. This happened last month, but I feel like it's important that Betty Ike, Longwood at the Greenwood Library, they actually celebrated her 55 years of working there at the library in her service to all of the people that have ever had the pleasure of knowing Betty and working with Betty. So I don't know if we mentioned that. I think it was referenced, but I did just want to make note of that again because that is 50. That's a lot. That's a lot. That is a lot of dedication.
A lot of dedication.
Yeah.
You got that right.
And the bad Mama Jamma.
For the bad Mama Jamma. Congratulations.
Absolutely.
To Betty Ike. I saw her the other day. When I was in Ortho, Virginia.
Nice.
About my hands. And but she didn't see me, so I just sort of let that. I think she was on her way to the ladies' room or something.
Sure,
she was doing physical therapy or something like that, I guess. And anyway, by the time she came back, I was in talking with the doctor, so I didn't see her again. But she's looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a bad Mama Jamma should.
Exactly right, Chris. Exactly right.
It's 20 minutes after 8 o'clock, and we got clouds. We got rain coming up, but
A decent amount of
temperatures.
rain.
I know.
Yeah.
A high of 86 degrees on Friday.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's too much.
It is too much.
I like keep it around 70.
Yeah, it means I got to go clean the filters from my air conditioner and all that kind of stuff, but that's okay.
At least you have a washer. It's working.
I have a washer.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I'm very happy.
Yes, yeah. We all are here at
you-
WFLO.
I'm sure. No,
No.
no, that's okay. But then I got frauded on my debit card.
Ay.
I just got my new card. Just went through putting the new card into all of those subscriptions that you have for your TV
Hulu
set.
Plus,
yeah,
and
right, all that.
Paramount
Yeah.
Plus, and
Yeah,
Disney
and then
Plus. And why is it always Plus? It's just like Netflix Plus, not
Right.
Netflix Plus, but
Yeah, what's the plus about?
I don't know. It's just I guess for more corporations to make even more money.
That's right.
That's amazing.
So now I've got to go
Yeah.
wait for that card to come in. The temporary card is one that you can't really,
Sure.
they can't slide it in or you can't
It
tap it.
It doesn't have a chip, or
It doesn't have a chip.
It's
right.
got that black bar, the mysterious black bar that.
mysterious black bar.
Yeah,
that
what
I
the-
never can get it swiped right on the first swipe.
Yeah.
I always have to turn it around.
I remember when I was growing up, Chris, I loved the card swipe. I thought that was the coolest thing, right? And by the time I actually got a card, they started rolling out the chips.
Chips, yeah.
And so I would go to try to swipe it, and it wouldn't work. They would just be like, "Insert it, please. Stop being weird with your swiping. Can you just tap it, insert it, anything other than swipe?"
Swipe.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like swiping, like, they need to bring that back,
Well, they do. They allow you to swipe at, the Mart and all that kind of
Sure,
stuff. But I
sure.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I had to ask somebody because there wasn't anything that I could see that you could swipe. But
Yeah.
They hid it from me.
That's terrible.
I know. And you have to turn it a certain way and, slide it down. But I got the gist of it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's terrible. I'm sorry to hear
Well,
about
it's okay. This too shall pass.
Yeah. You're very optimistic, Chris. Yeah.
I am. I have to be.
You should teach like classes on how to become more optimistic because
I don't know.
I know somebody who works here that could use one. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Hey, we got
these Cheerio
these-
guys,
They're
right?
Cheerio guys, and I forgot that they were honeybees. See, I love
Yeah,
bees.
that's right.
I love bees. I love honeybees, and they're
Do we
on
know
their
his
little
name?
Scooters. Huh?
Do we know what's the Cheerios guy's name? Like what?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah,
Something B?
I don't
No.
know. I don't know. We should name these, but
Yeah.
they're twins, so it's
They're twins.
yeah, and really, really cute.
And they're riding not quite a scooter. What would you?
I would say that that's a scooter.
Just like a training scooter almost. It's got two wheels in the back.
Oh, it's a doobie, a dual doobie. What do they call
Doobie?
it? A doobie.
No.
dually.
Oh, dually.
A
Dually scooter,
Dually
yeah.
scooter.
That's right. Yeah, I guess maybe. Yeah, I honestly I don't know. I've never seen.
Cute. Oh, those are darling. Now, we've got a speaker here that's collected all of the stuff.
The knickknacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allie Judy and her
Sugar-free
Sugar-
cupcakes, and then flowers,
and the flowers and
the butterfly,
don't forget
of course.
the duck.
Oh yeah,
The little duck. He's so cute.
I think I brought that in one day.
Yeah. Well,
that
makes us happy.
Yeah, oh yeah. I know a guy in town. People probably know him, Zachary Kowalski. And anyways, like he goes around town. He works at the YMCA.
Oh,
but he
okay.
goes around town. He always has a handful, like a pocket full of ducks, like little things to put around places.
Mm-hmm.
He like litters with like things like that, which I wouldn't call littering, but like just everywhere he goes, like he leaves a little trace, like a little surprise, a little
Yeah,
duck, you know.
yeah.
So, anyways, I was like walking one day, saw him in the street, and he was like, "Hey, are your pockets empty?" You know, I was like, "Yeah, sure, they're empty. Why
Always,
are you
yeah,
asking?"
my
He
pockets
literally
are always-
he just took a handful of these ducks and put them in my hands.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
How quacky.
I want to say 55% of them went into the washer and never came.
Oh, don't you
I'm kidding.
check
I'm
your
kidding.
pockets.
I do.
All right,
I
you gotta
always
check
do.
your
I always
pockets.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the first things they tell you in the manual for the
Yeah.
washing machine.
Don't wash.
Check your pockets.
Yeah.
Make sure that they don't have anything like. Well, I have laundered money before, and it's always a surprise.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you get it in the dryer.
And it's like clean. Like you can eat off
nice,
of it.
clean money, and it's a surprise. Oh, I didn't know that, especially if it's a $20 bill.
Yeah, those are nice, dude.
Yeah, usually
sorry.
find them in Francis' pocket.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And finders keepers, as far as I'm
That's
concerned.
right. I think I had like I had a substantial amount of cash. I'm not going to say how much, but it was substantial, and it was in 20s. I put it in my breast pocket,
Mm-hmm.
and I never put anything in my breast pocket, so I forgot about it. And so Katie was doing the laundry, and she was like, oh, there's like $90 here or something like that. And she was like, that might be mine. And then I was like, oh wait, hold on, wait a second. I was like, oh, that's right. I put it in my pocket, and then I explained it to her, but like she was trying to pocket
Yeah.
a substantial amount of money that, I don't know. Money in the washer and dryer. That's a fun situation.
Yeah, what you do is you just don't say anything about it. You just kind of keep it to yourself.
I had an uncle.
In case somebody asks.
Yeah. Sorry.
You know.
I didn't mean to interrupt, Chris.
That's okay.
I had an uncle. Anyways, this is a long story. Anyways, an uncle of mine. Anytime. Okay, this doesn't make sense if I say uncle. I talked to my dad, and he was like, "Can you stop using my name in your stories?" I'll be honest with you, Chris, but the story doesn't work if it's an uncle or a cousin. I'm just going to tell you, okay, my dad growing up, right, we would have change in our pockets, like everybody, right?
Right.
And so at the end of the laundry cycle, my mother growing up would, do most of the laundry, but occasionally I would throw, my own clothes in, yada, yada. Anytime the dryer was finished, he would like just take pockets of quarters and like put them in a jar, like his own private jar.
Stash.
Yeah, and exactly. And then like when you hear like quarters rattling around in the washer or the dryer, we used to just put them on top of the dryer, right? Just because like that can't be in there for that long. But like they would always go missing, and he would just come around with his change jar, just like scooping up quarters.
Did he ever do that with furniture?
No, not
around
with
the
furniture.
couch and
Just
stuff like
with
that?
the washer and dryer. He was
Because
nuts
he
about that.
knew.
Yeah. He knew he was probably making a substantial amount of money from that alone. I don't know.
That's funny. I have a jar in
Yeah.
the laundry room, and every time hear this, I would hear change and stuff. And I would say, okay, well, yeah, there'd be a penny or it'd be a nickel or something like that. So I just put it in the jar.
That's smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm going to start doing that because like I do what I did back then. I just put it on top of the dryer. My cat Jeff knocks it over and then it goes missing. I don't,
He doesn't eat it. Does he?
No. He just knocks it in between the washer and dryer.
Yeah.
There's probably like $40 in quarters like in between my washer and dryer right now.
Oh my goodness. Well, do you have your own washer and dryer?
Yeah,
in
yeah.
your
It's
unit?
It's in the unit, which is so nice. I don't have to go downstairs to. Katie used to live in an apartment like that, and the place was. It gave you the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
There's cobwebs everywhere. The light was like always flickering a little bit.
Yeah.
There was this like terrifying cabinet that was just huge, and like almost like Gothic, like very like ancient. It felt like it was like haunted. Like if you open it up, it would transport you into another universe. If that makes
Right.
sense,
Of course,
just
yeah.
a very spooky cabinet, and just like a broken washer and a broken dryer that like barely worked, and that's all that was down there. And it's just a creepy vibe. I like doing it in my I need alone time when I'm doing like my laundry. I want to be alone.
Yeah.
I don't want people to see what I wear underneath my clothes. Come on. I don't even want Katie to see what I wear. No, that's not true. But I think laundry is a private thing.
It is a private thing.
And
very much so.
and again, like with you and not wanting to go to a laundromat, I totally understand that because like who knows what
Who knows?
people throw in these machines,
I don't know.
It's terrifying.
It'd be nice to find a few quarters in there.
Yeah, that would
in the
be
dryer.
nice. It
Yeah.
would be nice. Yeah.
But anyway, well, we've talked ourselves down to the
Wowee.
bottom of the hour.
Look at
Isn't
that.
Isn't that fun?
It is
Anyway,
nice.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and get to our weather forecast. The weather forecast for today is brought to you by the Bank of Charlotte County. I should say for this time around. It's brought to you by the Bank of Charlotte County.
Hello, I'm Stuart Wilborn, manager of the Bank of Charlotte County Loan Office in downtown Farmville. With over 30 years of banking experience, I'm here to help you finance your commercial, agricultural, or personal project. Give us a call at 391-1136 or stop by our downtown office at 216 North Main Street, where you'll find old school personal assistance with attention to detail. The Bank of Charlotte County, giving you more for your banking needs. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Okay, the weather forecast for today calls for mostly cloudy with a high of 61 degrees. For tonight, we'll see a 30% chance of rain developing with a low around 59. On Thursday, mostly cloudy with a high of 82. Thursday night, we'll see mostly cloudy skies with a low of 68 degrees. For Friday, this is really weird. Mostly cloudy with a chance of some showers, a high of 86 degrees. Now we have a low of 68 and a high of 86 on Friday. Friday night, we'll see a 50% chance of some thunderstorms and a chance of showers as well with a low of 61. Saturday, partly sunny with a high of 85. And for Saturday night, we'll see mostly cloudy with a low of 67. Then on Sunday, still a 40% chance for more showers with a high of 85 degrees. Your humidity is at 79%. Our barometer is now 30.32 inches. We have very light winds coming in from the east-northeast. Our current temperature is up a degree. We're at 44 under cloudy skies. Our low this morning was 41. That is your weather forecast brought to you by the Bank of Charlotte County with branch locations in Phoenix, Charlotte Courthouse, Brookneal, and their loan office in downtown Farmville. All right, we have a birthday and perhaps anniversary calendar coming up for today. It's brought to you by Terry Atkins Wilson, PC.
The law office of Terry Atkins Wilson PC is located at 117 North Main Street in downtown Farmville. With deep roots in Farmville and our surrounding communities, Terry and her legal staff specialize in real estate law, wills and trusts, and business formations. Experience and professionalism are extended to every customer in every case. The needs and concerns of every customer are their primary focus. If you have legal needs, contact the law office of Terry Atkins Wilson PC for a consultation at 434-392-1422.
All right, we've cued the birthday music. We've got Noah Massage all ready to tell us who's celebrating today. Noah?
Yes. Thank you for teeing me up like that, Chris. Appreciate that. So we have on the birthday list for today, April 2nd, 2025, we have Stephen Dye. Excuse me. Stephen Dye, Stacy Hughes, Nancy Caldwell, and Dick Schreck.
Dick Schreck.
Yeah, celebrating birthdays today.
All right.
All right, and starting from the bottom to the top. Oh, also we have Anna Thames celebrating a birthday as well.
Anna Themes?
Thames.
All right. Thames.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right.
that's the birthday list.
All
for
right.
today.
Well, thank you so much. How
Yeah.
can they get those names to us?
Great question. They can email us at birthdays@wflo.net. On our website as well, they can go to the on-air mentions page and under birthdays. They can submit birthdays directly from our website, or you can call into the Call Flow Radio Show with a birthday at 434-394-0924.
Very good,
Thank you.
Noah. Yes. For the right legal advice, visit Terry Atkins Wilson PC. She's located on Main Street in downtown Farmville. Very easy to find. Well, it is Wednesday. We have a recipe of the week. It is creamy Mississippi chicken enchiladas. A lot of people like the enchiladas. And so this recipe is, it takes about 50 minutes to make from start to finish. Excuse me, I had to get Kermit out of the way. Here are the ingredients. 2 pounds of skinless, boneless chicken breasts. Okay? And you can also use chicken thighs if you desire. 1 ounce package of dry ranch dressing mix. 1 cup of drained sliced pepperoncini peppers. I think I pronounced that right. Yeah. Pepperoncini peppers. Hope you can find them. Hope you can. If you have to ask somebody, you might have to spell it or whatever. Yeah. Give me the pepperoncini peppers. Anyway, a quarter cup of pepper juice from a jar of pepperoncini peppers. You can't say that 5 times fast.
I'm
going to
try.
get so tickled with this.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, okay. 4 tablespoons of butter, okay. A quarter cup of water, 8 ounces of cream cheese softened, a half a cup of sour cream, 3 cups of shredded Monterey Jack cheese, 8 10-inch flour tortillas, and sliced green onions and pico de gallo for serving. So here we go. Place the chicken, ranch dressing mix, the pepperoncini, I should say. I think I got it right. The 5th or 6th time has got to be the charm.
Yeah.
Pepper juice, the butter, and water in that order. And you got to do it in that order. That I bet you like that.
Oh,
don't you?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Into a slow cooker. Cook on high for 2 hours or on low for 3.5 hours until the chicken easily shreds with a fork. Okay. And I told you the total time was 50 minutes, but it's actually 2 hours and 30 minutes because you got to cook.
Prep
chicken.
time is like
It's prep
50
time.
minutes, right?
Right.
Okay. I know why prep time's 50 minutes.
I
Because
know
it's going
this
to take
you-
45 minutes to find all of that at the store. I need pepperoncini peppers, please. Please.
Ooh, you said it right. Pepperoncini.
Is that really?
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you, Chris.
I know. All right. Yeah. You preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Remove half of the liquid in the slow cooker and discard. Okay? Just half. Shred the chicken in the remaining liquid. Stir in the cream cheese and the sour cream. I've already gained 2 pounds, folks. Place a half a cup of chicken mixture and 2 tablespoons of cheese in each tortilla and roll to seal. Place seam side down in a 9 by 13 inch casserole dish. Top with remaining cheese and pour heavy cream evenly over the top. My mouth is watering already. Bake in the preheated oven until browned around the edges and bubbly, about 30 minutes. Let stand for 5 minutes before serving. Top with green onions and the pico de gallo. Okay, so there you have it.
All right, that sounds nice.
It does.
Wait, why is it Mississippi though? Mississippi creamy.
Mississippi chicken? I
Yeah.
don't know.
What makes it Mississippi about it? Maybe ingredient or
Maybe an ingredient or two.
Yeah.
Probably, because I've seen Mississippi pork chops and Mississippi,
deviled eggs.
Mississippi deviled eggs and all that kind of
I don't know about that,
Anyway.
but yeah.
All right, y'all.
Okay.
It's
And
Mississippi.
by the way, Chris, that's incredible that you did that. I commend you for that impression of a Mississippi woman giving a recipe. It's amazing.
Yes.
The recipe's on the website right now as we speak.
Again, Noah Massage
No,
does
of course.
his special magic.
It's incredible, Chris. Did you live in New Orleans for a time? That's pretty.
No, I lived in Nars, Virginia.
Oh, okay.
Nars on the New River.
Somewhere like Mississippi down south.
No. In Virginia.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good impression for not living.
I had the Appalachian accent. Yeah.
Oh.
But I can do a Southern.
What's the Appalachian sound like?
Ooh. This is NARS Fire Chief Matt Tabor. This is a NARS fire alarm. I got him
That's
laughing.
amazing.
Folks.
That's amazing, Chris. Wow.
Yeah.
All this time, I thought John was the only one that could really get a good impression. But I mean, those are top notch, Chris.
Well, yeah. Yeah, when I went out to Colorado, I lost it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, when we had some people visit after we were there for a couple of years, and they said, yeah, we saw an accident, and they were sending in some ambulances.
Ambulance. The ambulance comes by. Yeah, that's
Ambulance.
good. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, one more thing, and then I promise I'll let this rest. Could you do an impression of like a Mississippi woman DJing, like introducing a song, any song, if you feel up to it?
Well, y'all, I'm going to introduce Elvis Presley, and he is going to do Jailhouse Rock for everybody.
That's incredible, Chris. That's a great talent.
It is?
Bravo.
Yay.
That's
Yay me.
yeah, that's great.
Anyway, now let's get serious.
Sure, yeah.
Let's get serious.
Yeah, that's
all
right.
We do have celebrity birthdays coming up.
okay.
Now you're going to get this, folks. If you don't give us a call, 434-394-0924.
It's the number to call in.
That's the number to call in. So we've got celebrity birthdays for today, maybe. Let's see. April 2nd. All right. I think I know these people. I'm thinking I do. Anywho, singer Emmylou Harris turns 78 today. Emmylou Harris was one of Francis's favorite country singers. Her first solo album, Gliding Bird, was released in 1969. You weren't even born then.
Not even close.
Not even close.
By the way, Chris.
Yes.
I did want to mention real fast that we have some tickets to the wine festival.
Oh.
I don't know if did I mention this already to you before?
No.
Yeah, we have some tickets to the wine festival. We're not going to give them away today, but we just want to let people know, prep people for this event. It's going to be big. It's going to be a lot of wine. I went there last year, and it was a fun time. I got a glass from the wine festival, and so yeah, that's going to be happening. I want to say April 23rd. Is it the same day as the art crawl? I think
At the art crawl?
The Art walk,
Art
crawl.
walk.
I say art crawl.
You probably would crawl after the wine festival, but anyway.
Isn't that a thing that people say? The art crawl, like.
I don't know. I don't have any idea.
Okay.
I just live in my own little bubble.
No. You're good. But I want to say it's.
Okay.
I'm trying to pull it up. Okay. Continue. I'm sorry, but
Okay.
it is coming up soon, and we do have tickets to give away. So
All right.
stay tuned
So
for that.
Stay tuned for that. We'll
definitely.
be letting our listeners know about that. And let's see. We've got, let's see, I told you about Emmylou Harris turning 78. Activer. I feel too good. Anyway, actor Christopher Maloney turns 64. He voiced the character Cosmo in the animated film If.
Oh.
And who else do we have? Oh, Clark Gregg turns 63. And the recent TV show appearances include episodes of Criminal Minds and Will Trent. And he was in Captain America Brave New World as well. So we've got also celebrating Pedro Pascal,
Oh yes.
who turns 50. And, oh yeah, I know him. He's a good-looking guy. I played a Roman general in Gladiator 2. That's where I've seen him. Also, we have Michael Fassbender is 48 today, and he was in the movie Black Bag,
Oh.
whatever
I've
that is.
seen that.
He starred also in the recent, it was a spy film called Black Bag. Okay, other artists celebrating today. Actor Linda Hurt of TV's NCIS LA and films The Year of Living Dangerously is 80 today. Actor Sam Anderson of Lost and ER, also Perfect Strangers, 78. Actor Pamela Reed is 76. Drummer Dave Robinson of The Cars. I can't believe he's 76 years old today.
That's
That
crazy.
is crazy, yes. One of my favorite bands. Country singer Buddy Jewell is 64. Singer Karen Woodward of Bananarama is 64. Country singer Billy Dean is 63. Actor Jana Marie Hupp of Ed is 61. Guitarist Greg Camp of Smash Mouth is 58. Guitarist Tony Fredianelli of Third Eye Blind is 56. Actor Rosalind Sanchez of TV's Grand Hotel and Without a Trace, 52. Actor Adam Rodriguez of Criminal Minds and CSI Miami, popular shows, is 50 today. Keyboardist Jesse Carmichael of Maroon 5 is 46. Actor Bethany Joy Lentz, formerly Gagliotti from One Tree Hill, is 44. Singer Lee Dews of American Idol is 39. Country singer Chris Jansen, 39. Actor Drew Van Acker of Training Day and Pretty Little Liars is 39. And also Jesse Plemons of TV's Fargo and Breaking Bad is 37. And that'll do it for birthdays for today.
All right, that was a decent list.
Yeah, well, some popular historical birthdays on this date, April 2nd. Charlemagne, a Holy Roman Emperor, has a birthday. Giacomo Casanova, the Italian writer, has a birthday. Hans Christian Andersen, the fairy tale writer. And Max Ernst, artist. Also Jack Webb, the actor. Alec Guinness had the birthday today. Leon Russell, the musician, also celebrating a birthday today. And that'll do it for that.
Okay, all right.
I meant to ask you, did anybody play any April Fool jokes on you yesterday?
No, not at all.
No, not at all. No. One of my tennis buddies played one.
Oh, really?
Played tennis yesterday.
What happened?
She just told me my phone was ringing.
It
I was
wasn't
on the
ringing?
court. It wasn't
Nice.
ringing at
That's
all.
so funny.
April Fool.
That's
It's a little stinker.
a
anyway.
classic
Oh, well,
prank. Did you pull any, Chris?
No, I did not.
No.
No, I didn't have time.
Yeah.
It was just one of those days.
Yeah. I thought about doing one. I'll tell you what I thought about doing. I didn't actually do it. I came so close of doing it, but when I pulled into work yesterday morning, I had an old like breakfast sandwich box from Wawa that was like egg bites, on it. I was thinking about putting some like nuts and bolts in there to give it some weight and giving it to John, being like, "Hey, I bought these, but I'm not gonna finish them. Do you want them?" And then when he opened them up, it would just be like a bolt,
Both nuts and
couple of nuts, kind of weigh it down.
Oh, I thought you might have said, John, I dinged your car.
I thought about that too. Yeah, I really.
But you don't want to do that.
He's
You
parking
don't want
like
to upset him.
he
Parked 3 miles away.
exactly. Yeah. So, I did think about like I thought about this one too, like maybe driving, because I know where he parked it. It's just like not nearby. So I was thinking about like I have an old parking ticket that I got in my car, and I was thinking about like being like, "Hey John, I was driving by to look at your car, but I noticed this ticket on your and taking a photo of that and then showing him the photo." I thought about it. I didn't do it though. Yeah, that would have been funny.
That would have been funny.
Those are all. I guess I'm saving them for next year, Chris.
Oh, yes. That's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Our time is 8:48. We have open lines here at 434-394-0924. Have we heard from first caller?
First time caller.
First time caller?
I don't. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
It's been a little bit. I
Yeah.
mean, like it's been a couple
What, did he
of days.
call yesterday? No, it had.
I don't
call
think
yesterday.
so. Yeah, no.
Didn't call Monday, I don't think.
Where has first time caller gone?
Where is first time caller?
Yeah. I want to hear about his vegetable garden.
Yeah, I haven't planted anything in mine yet.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait until after the 15th of
Yeah.
April, I think, or when there's a new moon or a full moon. Or
Remember
whatever.
when he was like when he was looking for like a plant that smelled good? Like he wanted like Febreze for his garden. Like he wanted something to kind of like
Well, lavender is good.
Yeah. Oh, lavender. That's a good option for sure.
Yeah, rosemary.
Mm-hmm.
Not thyme.
You don't like thyme?
I love thyme.
Yeah.
But
This
it
doesn't
doesn't
smell.
It doesn't have that smell to it. So, or parsley, sage, rosemary. Or,
Yeah. Simon Garfunkel.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, okay. So, what about some oddities?
Oh yeah.
Let's look up.
Oh, by the way, April 19th is the Wine Fest.
Oh,
so,
April 19th. That's
yeah,
Saturday.
we're gonna have some tickets for people to call in and win. For this, you do have to be 21 years and older, obviously.
Of course.
We can't have any hooligans.
Hooligans?
Trying to get into the Wine Fest. Oh boy, Chris.
Oh, no.
Oh, what's up?
Val Kilmer has passed away.
I heard about that this morning.
Val Kilmer. Oh, I know. It's one of my favorite people. His actor. Val Kilmer, the brooding, versatile actor who played fan favorite Iceman in Top Gun, donned a voluminous cape as Batman in Batman Forever, and portrayed Jim Morrison in The Doors, has died at the age of 65. He died last night in Los Angeles, surrounded by family and friends. His daughter, Mercedes Kilmer, said in an email to the Associated Press, the New York Times was the first to report the death on Tuesday. Val Kilmer died from pneumonia. He had recovered after a 2014 throat cancer diagnosis that required 2 tracheotomies. I have behaved poorly. I have behaved bravely. I have behaved bizarrely to some. I deny none of this and have no regrets because I have lost and found parts of myself that I never knew existed. That's what he said toward the end of Val, the 2021 documentary on his career. He said, and I am blessed. Kilmer, the youngest actor ever accepted into the prestigious Juilliard School at the time he attended, experienced the ups and downs of fame more dramatically than most. His break came in 1984, the spy spoof Top Secret, followed by the comedy Real Genius In 1985, Kilmer would later show his comedy chops, again in films including MacGruber and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. And his movie career hit its zenith in the early 1990s. He made a name for himself as dashing leading man, starring alongside Kurt Russell and Bill Paxton in 1993's Tombstone, as Elvis Ghost in True Romance, and as a bank-robbing demolition expert in Michael Mann's 1995 film Heat with Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. What was the scene in Tombstone where he was? Yeah, he was Doc Holliday, but he said something about "I'm your Huckleberry," and he was talking to the bad man, the bad guy. Oh, Johnny Ringo. Okay, get in here,
Yeah,
John.
just John, get in here. Come on.
All right, tell us
I've
a
only
little
seen
bit.
the movie like 100,000 times.
100,000 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a Val Kilmer fan, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you said that, I looked on my phone and yep,
Yeah,
that's sad.
it is sad.
Yeah. Did you see him in Top Gun?
Yes.
The second one, I mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't look
Well, it
but-
was sad, but I mean, at least they were able to
Yeah.
have him in that movie.
Yeah, that's right. But he did die of pneumonia. Well, we
sorry to
lost a
hear
great
that.
one as far as I'm
Yeah, he's
concerned.
good.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. Well,
I think I've chimed in enough.
that's
All right, that
that's
was good.
okay.
That was good.
I don't want to steal.
No,
Noah's
John,
thunder here.
John, talk about Val Kilmer more. I'll move out of the way
In
here.
Vino
Come on,
Veritas is what he said when they were speaking Latin.
Yeah.
Him and Ringo. Do you remember the scene in the saloon where they're looking at each other?
I think so. I think Noah's going to get another cup of coffee.
No, I think Noah's leaving the premises. He's like, "Oh, John's here. I can go now." Yeah, they were speaking Latin to each other. And
Yeah.
he said, he looked at him and goes, "In vino veritas." I think it's Latin. It means something like "in wine there is truth" or something like that. I don't know, something like that.
Something like that.
But
Anyway,
anyway.
what was your favorite Val Kilmer movie?
Tombstone might be my favorite.
Up there. Yeah.
But
It
I
was
liked
one
him
of
in other
Francis's
stuff.
favorites too.
I didn't like him in Top Gun, the original, because he was supposed to be kind of, I wouldn't say the bad guy, but
Well,
the
he was kind of
antagonist.
cocky. He was kind of yeah.
Uh,
But he played it well.
Yes, he did. There was a movie, a spoof spy type movie that he did, and I cannot think of the name of it. But it's a funny movie, and at some point he's acting like he's Elvis.
Oh
and
yeah. Let's see. In True Romance.
True
Is it-
Romance. That's where he is playing
Oh,
Elvis,
Elvis.
but you
Oh.
don't ever see him.
Oh, okay.
It's
Elvis's
the character is
ghost. Okay.
he thinks Elvis is talking to him, and so you see an image of somebody in a gold type, jacket, coat, and black pants, but the way it's filmed, it's kind of fuzzed out, so you never see his face, but you hear him talking, and he's talking to the character. Christian Slater. He's talking
Right.
to Christian Slater.
Right.
No, the other movie I was talking about was like an early '80s comedy, and at one point he's supposed to be like this heartthrob, but he's also working as a spy for the U.S. or something like. I don't know.
Right.
Some crazy. It's a crazy film. It's one of those. It's like Airplane. Those types of movies. And any
Yeah.
other time I can tell you what the name of it is, but right now it's eluding me. I guess if I pull
Right.
up his bio, I can tell
Well,
you exactly what it is.
it had been deemed difficult. We're in Tombstone, and alienated the head of every major studio. He wrote in his memoir, "I'm your Huckleberry." So that was really neat. But I do want to see the documentary on his life. That would be wonderful. But anyway, he was just 65.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He moved, so Noah can get back.
Okay. I'm trying to.
Noah's doing his best not to do his
Yeah,
job.
but you're trying to
help
find the
him.
name of that movie.
I'll find
It's
it
this-
eventually. By the time I do, the show will be over.
That's all right. Yeah, we've still got
I
plenty of
gotta
time.
scroll a lot because it's like I said, it was an early '80s film.
Yeah.
Top Secret,
Yeah.
Top
okay,
Secret,
Top
that was
Secret. Okay.
'84, as
I
a matter
mentioned
of fact.
1984.
That-
all right.
I don't know if that was his first, but it's one of his.
It
early
was
ones.
his first.
Yeah. Wow.
It was his first.
Because Real Genius, I thought was something that came after. It was like a year later. Well, but then again, who knows? They were filmed at the same time.
Yeah.
And in between, he did an ABC after school special.
Wow. That's great.
And then Top Gun came in '86.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, our
He also did The
condolences to his
Saint,
family.
the movie version of The Saint. That was the old Roger Moore TV
That's
show.
right.
I've seen some of it. He was in Willow, obviously. The Doors. Did you like him as Jim Morrison?
Yes. I thought he played a really good Jim Morrison.
Yeah.
I mean, he really got into his characters. I mean,
Yeah.
And he was one of those that had such great timing too.
Mm-hmm.
It was fantastic. All right.
I am sorry to hear that. And
Yeah.
I will let you two get back to. Oh, Heat. That's a great film.
Yeah, Heat was
You ever
a
seen
great
Heat?
film.
With Al Pacino. Noah's just not talking at all.
Oh no. I mean,
Talk,
yeah.
boy.
All right, yeah. I've seen him in True Romance, and I'm sure I've seen him elsewhere.
Have you watched any of the Top Gun shows?
I've seen. Oh yeah, I've seen Top One. I haven't seen the new one they
The
made.
new one's
Yeah,
great.
I've heard that.
Yes.
But yeah, no, he was a legend.
When he was doing Heat, he was doing Batman forever at the same time.
I loved his lips.
So he's wearing like a wig in Heat or something like that to kind of cover up his hair that he had cut for Batman.
Yeah.
Which was
Right.
short. So he's got kind of long blondish kind of hair wig, ponytail kind of thing in Heat.
Yeah.
But that gunfight in the middle of the city when they're coming out of that bank at the end and the cops are there ready for him, Al Pacino and the cops. That's real gunfire, I think, as far as, obviously blanks, but they're physically shooting right there on the street. And you can tell by the audio when you listen to it just how loud that probably was
Yeah.
if you were on the set that day. But that's a great movie. You've never seen Heat?
I can't watch Al Pacino after Scarface because something happened to Al Pacino.
Blasphemy. Get out.
He just started yelling every line.
That's why I loved Al Pacino.
Yeah,
When he
it's your
started going
favorite.
nuts.
I like pre Scarface Al Pacino the best. I think like when he's in The Godfather,
I
Dog
do
Day
not know
Afternoon.
you. Who are what? What? No, stop.
You know what I mean, Chris? Like, don't you think he had like a shift and change in like
Your
tone?
personality or a tone or whatever.
Yeah, like a bit, right? It's like, or is it just me? Because like he really didn't yell before Scarface, and then like anything after Scarface.
should I know?
That's him. Yeah, John's doing him.
Well, maybe he had a hormonal change or
Yeah.
something in his voice box. Who
Perhaps.
knows?
I just got more into my acting.
Yeah. All right. All right.
All right, we got
Regis Philbin went crazy.
to go.
Good show.
Thanks, John.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Noah.
Oh, thanks, Chris.
Everybody have a great day. We'll do it all again tomorrow.